I'm like, yeah, no. Hey everyone, this is John from RVA Katana in Richmond, Virginia. We have a couple of things to, actually just one thing to unbox today, plus some things to re-reveal. Some stuff that I brought back to the shop. And so, yeah, just bear with us. We're gonna wait for a few more people to come on and then we will start unboxing that one. That one you can probably start cutting into, excuse me, reach across. Just because they're so, oh, you already have a knife there. Excuse me again. We have Matt working diligently over here to ship out all the cool orders, all the awesome orders. So thank you all for who are ordering. Hey, Hika Dior Riddle, welcome. And so yeah, let's see. Always fun to get stuff from Japan. This arrived yesterday at my house. I usually actually ask them to send it here. I don't know why it ended up at my house, yet here we are. From the length of it, you can tell it is not a katana, but it is something shorter. Don't go ahead. Yeah, don't open it all the way just yet. We'll just wait for more people to come on. By the way, if you're on TikTok, if you could tap the screen a few times, give us a few likes, we would greatly appreciate it. And let's see. Thank you, everyone. I see like popsicles and all kinds of interesting logos that are coming up. Or interesting icons. Is that Colin K as in Colin? Is that our Colin in the house? All right. You can go ahead and start opening the box. Draw it slowly like you're doing a striptease for your wife. Yeah, nobody wants to vision that. Never mind. Just, yeah, open the box slowly. We'll start with documentation. Hello, DJ. Welcome. Always good to have you here. All right, we have now a few people on. I think this is probably a copy of the Torokusho. This is the registration, just a copy of it. You have to turn those in when you before they export from Japan.
The license.
Hello, Goose. And here is a basic kanteisho. This one is attributed to Kaneharu. And you can tell from where this hole is and the shape of the nakogo that it is a cut down sword. It was once longer, but right now it's already pretty long. It's like one shaku 7 son, which is what, about 21 inches? So, or yeah, about 20 inches, give or take. All right, let's go ahead and here we are. Martin Lind. Can you show wider katana blades? We do have some. Do a search on our website for XL. Or on our YouTube, just look up XL, RVA XL, and we have several wide blades that we cut with. And we'll show them. We don't have a really big unboxing to do today, so we'll show you some wide blades in a minute. Actually, while we're waiting, can you get an XL? Like, start with a Swordier XL. Martin, we're going to show you a Swordier XL while we're waiting for Scott to work his magic. Yeah, this is back behind all the sword racks. This is where all the magic happens. Which is to say, us goofing off and doing stupid stuff. In a self-defense situation, will it break? Most likely not. Well, depends. If you're smashing it up against a gun barrel, then probably yes. Do you have Musashi type blade? Yes, we do. We have some with the Musashi Tsuba on it. And of course, someone calls right now. I have to decline that. Sorry. We have no calls all morning until we go live, of course.
They're stream sniping.
They might be. All right.
Where are the sorting here? Over here. Ah.
Why does Matt even work here? Why does Matt even work here? No, I'm just kidding. Here we are. So this is a wakizashi certified to Kaneharu. Kaneharu is a Mino area smith. Mino is in modern-day Gifu, Japan, kind of just east of Kyoto. And Kyoto, I said that in my butchered accent. Scott's very used to this motion. Oh, I meant to capture that video of me criticizing Matt trying to get the sword out, and then I knocked it out, but it fell right back in. So there we are. Look at all the holes in this nakogo. And here, let me see.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it. This is about a 500-year-old sword.
Wow.
Mino era area. It has what's called the Togari Hamon. So the Hamon line has kind of these zigzag ups and downs. Actually, this is a Sanbon Sugi now that I look at it.
These two-piece.
Two-piece habaki.
I love these two-piece sabaki. Yeah.
Here is the Nakagol. It's unsigned. You can tell it was actually about this long once upon a time. So it was a longer wakizashi that was later cut down. And sorry from Illinois. I'll call you back when we are done. Okay. All right, you want to show the, this is one of the XLs, by the way, Martin Lind. We have several models of the XL, but you can get an idea of just how wide the blade is. Go ahead and keep that out, and let's put them side by side so you can see the difference in the width. I mean, obviously one is a 500-year-old antique and the other is a modern-day sword, but you can just tell the difference in width. Come, get closer to Scott. And just the difference in the width of that sword. So, yeah. That is the Swordier XL. Let's see. Okay, so now we have what's in this case. This is stuff that I brought back from taking pictures at the house. And so now they're going to be, actually one of them will probably return to go back home. No. Ryan's going to take pictures of it first.
You put this in the bag.
All right, so now we're going to move along. This is stuff we've unboxed before. You have seen it before.
These are some nice pieces.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. We had a customer who was interested in this one, so I brought it in today. He looked at it, he liked it, but he ended up getting a modern day Tanto
Something
instead.
sharp instead of pointy.
Yeah,
This is a Sankoku Yari, so a spear tip that was
later mounted as a Tanto.
retrofitted as a Tanto. Yeah.
Please mention the prices. I actually don't know off the top.
$625 on this one.
Is that $625? That's not that bad for that one. $625? Jeez, I didn't realize how inexpensive that was. We should probably raise the price on that one. There's another Tanto over here. Show that Tanto first.
This is Tanto Yoroi Doshi.
A Yorodoshi is a Tanto, right? And it's just like Tanto is a broader class, and there are several shapes and
I think
sizes.
that spine is, yeah.
This is really thick. When you unsheath it, it's so thick. Look at that one. That's what my wife says every night. Let's see.
No way.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
That one is also on our website. It's called a Yoroi Doshi. Yoroi means armor. Doshi means to penetrate.
This thing.
This is a fat blade. This is a shobuzukuri, so an iris leaf wakizashi. This one has a stunning hamon line. I was taking pictures of this last night, and just the detail in that hamon, you really can't see it in this lighting, but there's so much detail inside this hamon. Really pretty. This one is, and the koshirai are really pretty too. The fittings to this one.
And it has the Kokatana.
Yes, this one does have a kogatana, a dragon kogatana. This one is attributed to Bishu Tamaie. Bishu Tamaie. He was a smith in the very early Edo period.
Really nice.
Yes, the koshirai is really nice too.
This is a nice.
Hey, Joe Story in the
This one,
house.
what, 1750?
This one I believe is 1750. Yes.
So,
Shipping to Turkey. I don't think you'd have to check and see if your country allows sword imports. If so, we're happy to ship it.
are these going into display?
This is going into display. The Yari Tanto I'm going to take home. Just because I get to show it off. You know, put the Yari Tanto back in the case. All right, and here's the Kante shell for that one too. Let me know if you want to see something. Here, go ahead and show that sword really quickly. This is a sword here that's sold. This is really one of our favorite tachi. This is folded steel, Hadori polished, clay tempered, beautiful curvature on this one. But unfortunately, the spine got scratched, and so we have to. So a customer ordered it, and we didn't notice the discoloration until we were about to pack it away. Fun fact: katana were not the samurai's weapon of choice. This is true. The katana was basically a backup weapon. It's what happened when, in the old days, when you were closed from archery range to closer range, and then later spears and naginata. Well, actually, naginata first, and spears were more likely used in a katana. However, katana have sort of been associated with the samurai.
If you're using a sword, something's gone wrong.
Yes, if you're using a sword, you've screwed up somewhere. They've done analysis of Japanese battlefields, and they said you're like more likely to get killed by a rock than you are by a sword.
Yeah.
So that scene in Shogun where like Toranaga's son dies from falling on a rock, it's actually realistic.
Working as intended.
Exactly.
History right there.
They did their historical research. Wasn't the teppo more used weapon than the katana? Definitely.
For sure.
For those of you who don't know, teppo is like an arquebus, like a very early musket, a matchlock. And once the Japanese got them in 1543, they went crazy with them.
They really innovated.
Yeah, they innovated on it. They basically took a weapon and mass produced it. Like Nobunaga was taking those teppo and having the swordsmiths make firearms with them. And so by the Battle of Sekigahara, they estimate that a third of all the guns in the world were at the Battle of Sekigahara.
It's wild you think about that. A third of all the guns in the world at that time were at one battle in Japan. That's wild.
Mind you, this is before America was around, so I'm pretty sure there are more guns in here in Richmond than there were at the Battle of Sekigahara.
Or Pakistan, right? Yeah.
Yeah. How is tachi cutting with? We've always enjoyed cutting with tachi. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, the curvature makes them a dream to cut with. It's kind of like easy mode.
Which one did Ninja use? They used whatever they could scavenge or find.
Typically be a typical katana that's been cut down, but it would be something that you could blend in with your environment on. You wouldn't use a specific type of sword because then it would give you away. So what is a ninja costume? What does a ninja wear? Whatever disguises his or her true identity. It could be high heels and a lipstick and a wig.
Yeah.
The concept of the black ninja, in fact, the term ninja is rather new, but the concept of the all black ninja garb is...
For all you know, Scott could be a ninja.
Yeah. Can you see me sneaking?
Not anymore. No. It said Japanese had more guns than Europe at one point. That's, I've heard that, and it's hard. I've tried to verify that, and I don't think there's any place to really confirm that. The Mortal Blade. We can show you the Mortal Blade, DJ. We have two versions of the Mortal Blade. This one, what is it? Oh, this one has a beautiful Hamon line. These are our Phoenix Arms lines. This is where your emphasis is more on aesthetics. Like if you needed to use it, you could. It's a functional sword, but they've expended so much in the polish and the blade, it's like you kind of don't want to use it. You could if you needed to.
So let's see. What's that?
Just got a tachi from your store, and I love it. Awesome, Kyle. Glad to hear that. Someone wanted to see the Mortal Blade. It's one of those top red ones. I don't know which one. I don't know which one's red and which one. Can double as a dipstick. I can't wait for your next trip to the shop, says Demon King Nobunaga. Awesome.
Sweet.
Do women carry tantos as commonly depicted in anime? Samurai wives almost always carried a kaiken, which is a very short tanto. It was their first line of defense. Especially when you're visiting your noble. There's actually a story. What's her name? Mariko in Shogun is based on Gracia's not Akechi, what was her name? Hosokawa Gracia. And there was a story where she was going to meet with Hideyoshi, and everyone knew Hideyoshi was like a womanizer, and they were afraid she might, here's Rivers of Blood, by the way, from Elden Ring, that he might like kind of make advances on her. So she did this thing where when she bowed, she let the knife fall out from her kimono, as a warning, I guess. This is Zatoichi's sword. Anything else you guys want to see while we're here? This is Yaito, practice sword. Made of stainless steel. We always say don't touch the blade because we have to clean it off, but these are nice and stainless steel, so you can touch them all you want. Virgil's Yamato. We have like 6 versions now. So here are 3 of the katana versions, and then we have 3 odachi versions over there. This is thousands of dollars worth of steel. Try like tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands here. Samurai X reverse blade. We do have that. In fact, we're right over here. We can show that to you. Hello, Joseph. Nodachi. We are running short on Nodachi. We just placed an order for them, so we will be getting them in the next 2 months or so. But we were running short on Nodachi. We couldn't place an order because, basically with tariffs, we would have been charged a crap ton. But since tariffs have eased, we're going to go ahead and move forward with it. Name of the long katana. Do you have one? It's called an odachi. So we'll show you, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You want to show Virgil's odachi? This is the Yamato from Devil May Cry, and it is odachi length. I saw you guys sold the DMC3. We also have the Trafalgar Law in odachi length as well. Imagine Sephiroth's katana. I mean, we don't have to imagine it. We've seen versions of it. Beautiful Hamon line. I saw we sold one of these in store yesterday, right?
Yeah, the DMC3 one.
The DMC3 and the DMC5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clay tempered version, right?
Mm-hmm. We bought the
Oh, we need the what you call it? We need the 65MN version, don't we? Like we're out of it, except for the floor model.
Yeah.
Matt, can you take a picture of the DMC5 odachi and send it to me?
Yes.
So that just reminds me I need to tell them I place an order for it.
Pictures.
No, just the one picture. It just reminds me that when you take pictures of it.
Okay.
Might need one for home defense. They're pretty sick for the wall too. Yeah, definitely. Is this guy half down? What is that supposed to mean? Can I see your favorite tachi? I think we just showed it at the top of the hour, but we can
What do
show
you
it
mean half
again.
down? Like half down syndrome? Is that what you're trying to say?
Is someone being a jerk? I don't know.
Okay.
Tanto over there. We have lots of tanto. Why so large? They were meant for engaging people on horsebacks, either the horse themselves or the person riding it. This is a beautiful Furomyo engraving. Furomyo being like one of the deities, a Buddhist deity. Oh, half tachi. Okay, so you're talking. They're called handachi. Handachi. So we do have handachi. We also have things that could qualify as kodachi as well. So handachi, we have them in S5 shock steel, which is like some of the toughest stuff out there. Is the person behind the camera Japanese? No. 違います。日本人ではありません。
汚い中国人だな。
汚い中国人ですよ。汚い中国人やで。
名画日本名画みたいな。
How much is it? The one that we just showed is $9.25. This one I believe is 6 something. This one is T10 clay tempered. The other one we showed is, what do you call it? S5. So super tough. 何が笑ってんねんお前。何が笑ってんねんお前。
面白いじゃんだって冗談だよね。
どつくろこら。
汚いの。
こら。
汚いの中国人みたいな。
The most expensive piece we have here, probably about $6 grand for an antique sword. We did have one that was $8.5 grand, but we sold it.
ほらじゃん言ってほとんどが多い。
Yeah. So our most expensive non-antique is up there. These are all our kind of like super expensive swords, like Tamahagane swords, the Taitsuki swords, meteorite swords. These are kind of all our most expensive swords up there. Let's see. Anything else we can show you guys right now? S5 shock steel, once again, some of the toughest stuff out there. There has been some controversy because there was a maker who claimed they were using S5 and it turned out they were using 1070. Different from us. I mean, they basically were trying to copy us. They admitted as much. Can I see the meteorite blade? It's way too high up. We can't reach it right now.
They admitted it, which is kind of.
They admitted it, and yeah. I mean, you have to admit it. I mean, they were busted, but yeah, anyway. I want to see a tactical wakizashi. Yes, T10 steel is good. T10 steel is like, what is it? China is used to doing it so much. They are so good at it. So here's a tactical wakizashi right here. Modern wakizashi, really.
We're sold out of the APOC.
Tiger Tsuba design. We do have Tiger Tsuba designs. One of our...
This is the katana version. We're sold out, but they make a wakizashi version of this one as well.
We have several Tiger Tsuba designs. There is one over here, which is the Reaper, which has this tiger on it. Year of the Tiger. And then we have several other swords with that same Tsuba, and some that are similar. Yeah, Kodachi literally means small tachi. It's historically 60 centimeters, 2 shaku length, almost exactly. Maybe a little bigger, a little longer. It's Zeist Armories in the house.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, Mike and I we were talking on the phone this morning. This is the Silver Archer L6 sword from
Legacy Steel.
Legacy Steel. Yep. Really beautiful hamon. So Mike, if you're on, let me actually hold this up so Mike can see it. Mike was asking about L6, so there you go.
It has a distinct look to it when it's polished. It has
Yeah, really
so
pretty.
you can tell it's L6 sometimes from the polish itself.
Are the Assassins Tanto 1095 sharp? Yes, they are. Is this Japan? No, this is in Richmond, Virginia. Anything else we can show you guys while we're here? Here's another. This is the wakizashi version of the Reaper.
Reaper whack.
We've had so much fun. It's like just an amazing cutter. Can you have it sharpened? These are already sharp. We can add more sharpness to it for $25. I mean, a lot of them are already like paper cutting sharp.
If you want it razor sharp, we can do that for $25.
Yep. Show me a Nihonto. They're in a case. Oh, actually, you know what? We do have some that we can show because they're out of the case.
Here on the rack.
Yeah, they're right here on the rack. We haven't put this in the display case. Once they're in a display case, we don't really take them out during during live streams. This is a 500-year-old Nihonto. When we say that, we're talking about the blade itself, not the actual fittings. The fittings are probably Edo period, so about 150 years old. This one's really pretty. I really love the hamon line on this.
Yeah, minimal.
Nodachi we do have. This one I believe is $3,000, somewhere in the $3,000 range. This one is certified by the MBTHK. The one, let's see, this one, go ahead and take whichever.
This is the Koshirai for this one.
Yeah, the Koshirai for, the bottom one here. I'm drawing a blank as to which this one is.
Oh, look at this Sugaha one.
As a Sugaha straight hamon line. This is also about 500 years old. And I don't remember who this is attributed to off the top of my head. The oldest one we have here is 600 years old. This one is, I believe, an Edo period wakizashi, but I could be wrong. Especially when they're a shirasai, I sort of lose track of which one is which. Oh, this one has a kirikomi on it. Oh no, that's just dust. Never mind. Are the fittings tight and ready for EI?
Some are.
Some are.
Depends what you're after.
Yeah, this one.
On the Nihonto, yeah, we actually have a few that are. I
This-
just put one in the case that is.
This one is a little loose. I mean, all the stuff can be tightened, like with what do you call it? Like just sort of quick tightening, but it's not tight as is. I think we don't have any that are really EI ready. I think we
Showa-to or
sold.
Gendai-to?
Oh yeah, we do have some Shoto and Gendai-to. Yeah. Practical beginner sword would definitely be the Vortex. This is our kind of our baseline. It's a $225 sword. Vortexes, we sell so many of these because they're made of spring steel. And what's good about spring steel, Scott?
Well, to bend up to 90 degrees and not set the bend. So if you're learning cutting or just improving your skills, you definitely run the risk of bending, chipping, or breaking the blade if your angle, your edge alignment is off. It's called hasuji in Japanese. It's just like shooting or anything else. Instead of taking a break when you fatigue, you tighten your grip to compensate, and the chance to bend, chip, or break a blade goes up significantly. But with spring steel, you kind of have bad cuts all day, and the risk of bending, chipping, or breaking it is really minimal. So they're great beginner swords. Really, really good edge retention, good value. The Vortex line, smooth transitions, real ray skin, tight wrap, small knots, double pegged, simple iron furniture.
Easy cutters too.
Slim saya, buffalo horn reinforcement. These are just great. For $225, you can't beat them. We really sell most of these to people who actually want to go out and learn to cut with them, or students that are just looking for a good cutter on a budget. They don't want to spend $500 and up. So for $225, these are really nice.
Mr. Gon says he sends his swords to Josiah Boomershine for adjusting.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boomer Shine's pretty amazing.
Yeah, what we're talking about is quick fixes. I mean, you can do things like you can shim your saya, you can like add spacers to the seppa. So, or you can add like leather seppa. That's one of the like quick fixes to tighten things up. Like all of those are tightened at ska, but there's some little bit of vertical rattling. So there are quick fixes, and then there's like professional fixing. And so if you're doing it professional, yes.
But I think in America, you tend to think people who think that if your sword makes a little noise, it's a big error, mistake, or bad manners, and it isn't. All of my teachers in Japan, their swords make all kinds of noise, and I'm not about to tell them to fix their shit. So, it just depends on how much play and wiggle. But if you got a little bit of noise, a little bit of wiggle, there's nothing wrong with that.
Ronin Rise, awesome. I hope you like that sword. I can't remember if you got the silver archer or the gold archer, but that is such a beautiful blade.
Oh, did he get
With
one?
a beautiful,
He got
yeah.
an archer?
He got one of the archers. Sakabato right over here. We have 3 versions of the Sakabato.
Yeah, Ryan, let us know what you think of that if you're going to cut with it.
I would say, Ronan, they check the tightness of that wrap. I think they checked it before they shipped it, but the main thing is that they are not like super, super tight. They're tight, but not super, super tight. If you like super tight wrap, you might want to lacquer it down if you plan on using it frequently. I would love a Japanese tanto for your display. Well, we have several. Check our website, rva-katana.com. We have a couple of Osaraku tanto, which are my favorite. This is the Hitokiri Batosai with the deep curved handle. We find this one cuts really easily. These are our modern Osaraku. We actually have 2 antique Osaraku wakizashi or tanto. So our cameras are not. It's doing something weird here. Seeing if I can change the angle. Yeah, sorry about the camera angle. I don't know what's going on there.
This one's, we saw one of these yesterday.
Oh yeah, this is a Moraha style. So it's double. It's like double edged. The spine is not super sharp. You don't like the Yajiri theme, Ronin Rise? I love the Yajiri theme. That's like such a big. I like love those in antiques too.
It's pretty common. It's a pretty common theme.
Those are called tanto. How much are Katana Wakazashi standard samurai army? Standard samurai? There was no such thing as standard samurai swords. This is before a time when you had like assembly lines, and so nothing was standardized. The Demon Ronin by mistake. Dude, if you want, we'll send it back and we'll send you the right one. Who sent Aaron Scudder's shipment? They sent the wrong sword.
What's the...
Aaron Scudder.
Was Brian packed everything up over that period?
Okay, so yeah, Ronin, if you want to ship it back and we'll send you the right one, we can definitely do that. Looking forward to receiving 2 Nihonto within the next couple hours. Awesome, Daniel. We were just talking about your sword. Yeah. That one's like a mean cutter. NYC, we shipped in the NYC all the time. It's like $8, $8 to $9. I like the purple one. Awesome. We do have purple ones. Reverse blade. We just showed the reverse blade like 3 times already today, DJ. We'll show it again later. As long as there are no other requests. If they're, Yeah, if you want to send it back, Ronin, if you like it, you can keep it, obviously. And we'll refund you like $25. But if you want to send it back, we can do that. We can send you the right one. So someone really he was supposed to get the Yajiri L6, but he got the Oni one.
Oh, got the new L6 Oni version.
Yeah, that kind of ticks me off. We make way too many shipping mistakes among these guys, so. Yeah, Mr. Begone, you can definitely call us. Do you guys know how to draw a Tachi blade down? I need some Wakazashi and Tanto, says John Pedigo. Yeah, you got a lot of katana from us.
Time to start rounding out that collection.
Exactly. How much for the Osaraku Wakazashi? These Osaraku Wakazashi, I believe, are $450 if they do have a...
$575.
If they have...
It's $475 and $575.
Yeah, $475 with a horimono, and here's one. See, there's a horimono right there. That one's $575. Yeah, some people make sword bags from Fukuro Obi, definitely. Ronin Rise, no, they're supposed to double check that stuff. So honestly, I'm irritated. Is every purchase accompanied by a certificate? No. If you look at our pictures, if you look at our product pages, if it has a certificate in it, then those have certificates. Sharpen them for sale. We don't actually have any sharpening stones at the moment.
We normally do, we're just sold out.
We're sold out. Not sure when we're getting more. Anything else you guys want to see while we're here? It's slowed down, so we can show the Hitokiri Batosai again. Or actually, I guess I meant it was a Sakabato, but that's all right since you have it in your hand. This is a really fun cutter. We cut with this on Monday night. First time we'd cut with in a while.
Always fun.
Yeah. It's one of those zips through mats like crazy. Something against zombies. How about Michonne sword right there from Walking Dead? I mean, you can't get more zombie than that. Yeah. We also have it made of S5 shock steel, so super tough. Would it actually work? I mean, it's more about your skill than the sword. The sword will work if you know how to use it. Are these swords fragile? Would they survive an actual sword to sword? Depends on.
We just did a demo with Blade on Blade with the 65mm Tachi, and they did great.
Yeah, a lot of that depends. I mean, yes, but the bottom line is what steel is going up against what steel. So, like, if you take one of our S5 shock steel swords, it'll break just about any other sword. We don't have kill bills, no. Naruto's, we have Sasuke swords right there. Kodachi, we do have Kodachi. No lightsabers. That'd be cool, but no.
They'd only be red, purple, and one blue one.
Only one blue one we would accept. And that would be the one that Anakin used to slay all those younglings. Here, Kodachi right over here from Cloudhammer.
No green swords used by giant space jumping frogs.
DC, we started around $80 and go way into the thousands, so it really depends. Sword for $10, no. Is it okay to loosen your sword from the saya with sandpaper? Mine's bone stuck. You're better off getting a light mallet, putting a piece of wood, so you can take a piece of wood and put it up against, or actually, can you take a sword out? Draw it? So here's one of the kodachi. You can take a block of wood and put it right here, and then use a little mallet to loosen it up. And then when you're done, or wait, you're talking about it being stuck in the saya. Sanding, I don't know how you could sand it.
You'd file it, use a needle file.
Well, yeah, once you get it out, then you could needle file the inside. Yeah, for sure. I missed the ASAB 88 blades.
We're out. We sold.
We're out. We sold the last one yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Let's see. How much is the most expensive material that's the strongest, and how much does it cost? S5. Check our S5 shock steel swords out. They start at about $600 for S5. S5 is super tough. Now, for any of you who got a sword between fall of 2023 and fall of 2024, there might be some issues with the S5 27.5-inch blade katana. There was an accidental mix-up where they took S7 instead of S5, and so if you heat S7 as if it were S5, it becomes soft and it'll bend easily. So if you had any issues with your sword bending or chipping or rolling, then let us know and we'll replace it.
It's like what, 4 or 5 blades?
Yeah, it's like we estimated about 5 to 6% of blades, and I think Mike de la Vega's accounted for most of that. So, yeah. Can you show the antique Naginata Naoshi whack? I might be thinking about that for my first Nihonto. Ronin, it's at my house.
Yeah, it's not here.
Yeah, it's at my house, Ronin. So next time I'm live streaming from home, I can show it. Nagamaki Naoshi, we do have some antique ones, but not. We might have some here. I don't know, but we don't. They're in the case. These are S5 over here. These are all S5 shock steel swords. So if we have a Nagamaki Naoshi, it's in the case, and we don't take them out during live streams just because it's kind of a hassle.
I think we have one in the case.
Yeah, we have some at my house. We have some Nagamaki Naoshi. Why not make the sword made stainless steel? Because stainless steel snaps very easily.
Very brittle.
Stainless steel is very hard, and so it breaks easily. Would the Royals have S5 in Japan? In Japan, no, because in Japan you're not allowed to use modern steels. You can only use tamahagane, which is the traditional steel. And so people say, oh, a samurai would never get an S5 shock steel sword. Like, hell yeah, they would. Back in the day when they were actually at war, they grabbed what would work.
They would use the best technology like guns.
Yes, which is what they did. The whole thing about samurai not dishonoring themselves with guns, utter BS. It's a myth that was fabricated by the Satsuma Rebellion, not because they would dishonor themselves with guns, but rather they ran out of money and didn't have ammo or anything. Do you have one that's made from adamantium, only in Scott's pants?
Snicked.
Comes out just like Wolverine's claws. Let's see. Ronins were basically outlaws for rent. Not necessarily outlaws, but
No one would want to be a Ronin because that means you can't feed your family. So this whole concept of a Ronin being an army of one is total BS. No one would want to be one.
any tsurugi. We are getting some tsurugi from Cloudhammer soon, made of W2 cable steel. We don't have any. I don't think we have any. No, we don't. We actually did have a tsurugi in Koshirai, like a 400-year-old one, but it's sold. Yeah, samurai would grab whatever weapon would work. The sword from Highlander, Mike de la Vega mounts the Master Sword and the Dark Sorcerer for us. Yeah, I think any warrior who says they're too honorable to use what's going to help them win is not a very smart warrior. And so I think we generalize and we glorify warriors in every culture. It's probably because men are writing the narratives, but really when it comes down to it, they only sing tales of your glory if you survive long enough. Hey, it's Victor Beebe. Difference between the grass cutter and the blind guide's cane sword. That's Zatoichi's sword. So the grass cutter is specifically from Naruto, and the cane sword is specifically from Zatoichi. Sign swords? We don't have that many sign swords. Hey, Tommy. Welcome. Zora Emma, we do have. Do you have the katana of Kusanagi? We definitely don't have the National Treasure Kusanagi. We do have... he's showing off like
Naruto.
The Naruto Kusanagi. Are there any swords other than katana? Yes, we have lots of European swords. We have Chinese style swords. If it's a sword, we want it. We would love to vend it. All swords matter. Let's see. Kisaki Moroha Zukuri. Yes, we do. We have several. So this one here, up here, is in Kazaridachi fittings. And this one is a Moroha. This one might be Moroha too, but I don't remember. This one's Moroha. So you can see Kisaki Moroha. I think this one is a Kisaki Moroha as well. I love these fittings, the Sakura, the black and silver one. Sword from Lord of the Rings. We usually carry Sting. We're out of it. We currently have Strider Sword, I think. We sold Glamdring yesterday. Any new design that's been through copyright will be out soon. Let's see. Yeah, visit our website, rva-katana.com. Can you check out the Ehu? Ehu, man.
Ehu, too. Metal.
Oh, this is just a regular. Actually, it's a deep curve. This is a Koshizori style, but kind of an old school look to it. Yeah, the one that we just showed, I believe, is $450, maybe $550. I don't actually know the price. What is the price tag on it? Not that the one below it, or two below, right there.
$650.
$650 for that one. My bad. Odachi, we're running short on Odachi. We only have a handful left.
Yeah.
We're about to place an order, but we have two like practitioner Odachi and several like anime Odachi, like Law, Trafalgar Law, and
Where's this made from?
this is made of 1095.
I thought this was 1095.
Yeah, it's a 1095 one. Is the cameraman really handsome like he says he is? Yes.
No, he's not.
What can $200 get you if you can actually get something? Yes, check out our Vortex. Vortex, V-O-R-T-E-X, Vortex. The Shinobu, we do have Shinobu sword. That's not one that people ask about very frequently, but we do have it down right there. So here's Shinobu sword from Demon Slayer. You can get a lot of anime swords for $150, by the way. Can you recommend something for cutting for someone 6'5"? I mean, any standard sword is okay. I would say start with something that's a standard 27.5 inches. Even at a really tall height, you don't need a longer blade. The longer your blade is, like the harder it is to control when you first start.
Learn this whole concept of a sword should be a certain length based off your height is all bullshit. Some Ruha, some schools have a particular sword, and they don't care if you like it or not. Can't hack it, get your jacket. That's the sword this school uses. You don't like it, go somewhere else. Some individuals prefer longer swords, but always ask your teacher first.
Regimo!
But if you want to improve your skills, start off small, develop skills, and always go longer.
Wakizashi, we do have. Victor, we do have cane swords. I hope you aren't going to use these against the wild boars, because I know you got some swords for to use against the wild boars. Here they are. Oh yeah, John Padigo, all the razors should be signed. All the razors should be signed. All the razors, all the vortexes are signed. But they're laser engraved. Let's just say that. Blue Exorcist sword, we do have that. Hand and a half swords, we have several over here. And here is the blue
It's a T10 version.
Blue Exorcist, yeah. I'm 6'4" and I practiced on a 27.5 for 10 years before I moved to longer lens, says Aaron. No
Yeah,
idea.
it's 27.5 inches. If you think you have to develop some skills, and something that's a little longer might be a little difficult to learn on. But definitely, as you get better, you definitely want to improve your skills to go longer for sure.
There's the Kangshi Dao on the Odachi rack. This is, I think, one of our basic ones. Yeah. Like a 65 MN or a folded steel. Is that folded? Damascus? Or 65 MN?
65.
It's a 65 MN, yeah. Quick Ichimonji. Rebellion from Devil May Cry. We do have that one. Dante's Red Rebellion. This one's a beast of a sword. We have the hardest time getting it out of the scabbard. Or actually, getting out of the sheath is not hard. Getting it back in is another story. It's a heavy. This is probably the heaviest sword. This is Dante's Rebellion from Devil May Cry. We do not have Obanis. We do have Ichimonji. We have the Kiku Ichimonji and the Wado Ichimonji. Once again, visit our website, rva-katana.com. Gladiator swords we're out of, but we will be getting the Gladius back. Can you show Wado Ichimonji? So there's Wado Ichimonji and then Kiku Ichimonji beneath it. So far, I haven't had to use it against the boars. Awesome. Your wife feeds them, so they're kind of tame. Well, that's cool. Is the Rebellion sharp? I actually don't know.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
We tested it the other day.
Okay, apparently it is sharp, yes. It is on our website. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. Hey, Gavin Stewart. Yes, lunchtime with RVA Katana. That's the best time. Most underrated katana. I mean, that's really hard to say. We start at $80, go way into the thousands.
What would be underrated in here? Maybe like the 10K chrysanthemum or
Yeah, 10K Chrysanthemum is one of our favorite swords for 150 bucks.
$50 T10, but man, it's so much fun to cut with.
Ninja toes. We have ninja toes. Ninja toe. Wakizashi with no cosmetic hamon for under 200. Yeah. We have the Vortex Wakizashi, John, with no hamon at all. With natural hamon, I don't think we have any with natural hamon. You know what? Maybe the Sea Dragon. I don't know if we remember if we have a Sea Dragon in stock or not.
We have a Sea Dragon whack?
Do we have the Sea Dragon whack?
No.
No, we're out of it. I think we're out of our T10 from Dragon Spring.
We are.
Those were like 150, but we're out of stock if you're looking for one with hamon.
Yeah. We do have the Oni
Nothing-
Damascus for 150 that has it's no hamon, but it's
Yeah, the Oni Damascus. That's a nice one.
pattern weld.
Yeah. Yeah, visit our website, rva-katana.com. We're going to shut down in a few minutes because I want to grab some cutting mats while it's sunning out and not wet.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Good to know. Anything else you guys want to see while we're here? Purple rain. Why the love for blades? Why the hate for blades, man? What guy doesn't like blades?
It's like all weapons, just fan of weapons, melee combat,
Yeah.
warfare.
Women like blades too. Blades. All right. We are going to shut down, but thank you all for joining in.
Hey, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, I'll go live tomorrow night around 8:15 p.m. Eastern after I'm done teaching my class. They might go live tomorrow during the day if they're not busy. You never know. So, okay. We will see you guys next time. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. Join our Discord, discord.gg/RVA Katana. So, all right. Shutting down TikTok first. And then we will get to YouTube. All right. See you later, YouTube. All right. I'm going to take